I don't know if this is the best idea or the worst idea that I've ever had, because today I'm sharing some of my most unpopular adoptme opinions. And before anyone gets mad, remember these are my opinions and not anyone else's. Please don't come through the screen and attack me, because that's generally not nice. So, some of these are probably going to make people very angry, and some might actually agree with me. I generally have no idea. So if you disagree with anything, please say it in the comments, and please be nice about it. Alright, so let's start with the one that I think that is going to upset a lot of people. I think that a shadow dragon is slightly underrated and overrated. Both. And you're probably thinking, wait. I'm going to click off the video now after hearing that. Do I think they're cool? Yes, they are cool. Do I think they're rare? Obviously they're rare. Do I understand why people want them? Absolutely. But sometimes people act like they're the only pet in the game, and there's so many pets in adoptme that are amazing. And yet some of the adoptme players who have shadow dragons, they want this huge 50 plus or 100 plus overpay for them, and it's actually getting on my nerves. Have I tried to trade for one? No. Would I? Maybe in the future. But I think they're awesome, and I don't think they're the most amazing pet in adoptme that is been created before. And that's what I'm going to say about that, because yeah, it's very unpopular. Let's move on before the comments get scary. My next unpopular opinion is grinding is actually kind of relaxing and probably a little bit more fun than actually playing updates. And I know people are going to complain about this and how grinding is boring, and don't get me wrong, sometimes it gets repetitive, but honestly sometimes I'll just put some music on and age up my pets, complete tasks, and it's weirdly relaxing. I don't know why. It's like my brain just switches off. But trading just stresses me out and grinding doesn't. Trading feels like a maths exam and grinding feels like a nap, so maybe that's just me. My next opinion is some mega pets look worse than the actual neon versions. And there, I said it. Some megas are incredible and some are just beautiful, but some also look like rainbow exploded on their face. Sometimes the neon colours actually fit the pet better than having it alternate from different colours, and some are just ugly. Not every pet needs to flash every colour known to humanity. I know that's controversial, but I'm standing by it. Next is, I think houses are massively underrated. I have definitely seen a lot of good builds in like my adoptme journey. I've just walked into some random player's home and they have like insane builds. And seriously, they are probably actual artists, because some people build like restaurants, castles, hotels, entire cities. Meanwhile, I'm here trying to like place a couch correctly. And I think that the builders of these houses should get a lot more credit and a lot more traded for them. Because look at my house, it's kind of a flop. Okay, so the next one might be the most controversial yet. So are you ready? I don't think that every old pet should automatically be considered amazing. There are some old pets that people only like because they're old, not because they're actually cool. I think that that's a dangerous opinion, because more I think about it, is some of these pets released today, would people still be obsessed with them? Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes Rarity carries a pet, and that's okay, but we should be honest about it. And next opinion is, I actually enjoy update days more than the holiday events sometimes. Update days are just very exciting. You don't know what the update's going to be about. And holiday events that obviously are around for a lot more time than just a general update. Holiday events are obviously cool, and just don't get me wrong, but update days are very excited. Everyone's exploring, no one knows what's going on, the servers are chaotic, people trading random things. It's complete madness, and I kind of love it. Speaking of updates, here's an actual other opinion. People give up on events way too easily and quickly. Every single event, it happens every time. Day 1, everyone loves it. Day 2, people are still excited. Day 3, half the player base is actually saying they're bored. And I'm always like, guys, the event has only just started, relax. Why have you just like gone off the entire event? Like, I know that people are like so excited and want to get all these pets from this update, and then they'll think, oh, I'm not going to try hard in this, I'll just trade for it later, or I'll buy it off Star Pets or something like that. I feel like that's just annoying. But give it a chance, guys. Like, don't give up on an update that easily. Okay, this one is definitely unpopular, and I don't think rich players automatically make the game more fun. Sometimes the funniest people in service are actually the newer players, or a random person dressed as a hot dog, or someone role-playing as a pet's fish. These are actually something that makes the server entertaining. Not always the ones with 50 legendary pets, or someone that has literally every pet in the game. I don't get how it could be so fun if you have every pet in the game. I just don't understand it. But all the new players, they're always like the nicest of people. They don't know like what values are and everything like that, so they're not greedy like some players that have been playing for a while. So my next opinion is, people care too much about values. Again, hear me out. Values matter, but I'm not saying they don't. But sometimes players spend more time checking value websites than actually enjoying the game. Like, if one bad trade, it's not something you should be very upset about because it's one bad trade. If you love a pet, then keep it. If you think a pet looks cool, have it. Not everything has to be about profit. Sometimes it's okay to just enjoy things and not care about the value. Also crazy concept. Okay, let's talk about eggs, because I think opening eggs is the most fun things in Adopt Me. That's why I have so many eggs that I've just been collecting. Even if they're not out of game eggs, I just have a bunch of them, like the admin abuse eggs, the Aztec eggs, the crystal egg, I got a diamond egg, and a few endangered eggs. But I just feel like they're very cool to just like collect, and even if it's just collecting or opening them. And even though most of the time when you hatch it, it's always disappointing because you spend ages getting it, and then you hatch it and you get something common, and then you pretend that you're not disappointed and immediately buy another one. And sometimes the cycle just continues forever. And it's basically kind of like gambling. Except instead of money, you lose your hopes of getting a good pet. And yeah. Next opinion, some of the best pets in Adopt Me aren't even legendary. Like the cow, I really think that's the cutest pet ever, and that's a rare. And some of them just have really great designs. Sometimes that's just enough for it to be a very nice pet. Not everything has to be a legendary, and not everything has to be worth like a million trades. Sometimes a cute pet is just a cute pet, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, now for my biggest opinion. The thing that makes Adopt Me fun isn't just the pets. It's like people. Think about it, like without the players, without the trading, without the friends, without the random interactions, will we all be still playing as much? Probably not. Because, yeah, pets come into it a lot with all the trading and everything. But if you think about it, we wouldn't have trading unless we had pets, yeah. But having, like, being able to, like, play a game with your friends and stuff like that, yeah, pets are a huge part. But I feel like pets have just ruined the game. Like, before that, there was no pets in the game. And it was, like, it was weird. Like, I remember it so clearly. But I definitely do think that it is a good thing that they added pets. But I don't think pets is the only thing to like about the game. And I feel like the community of having this huge, like, fan base of Adopt Me, and a lot of people doing their YouTube channels and everything on Adopt Me, I feel like that is what is more important, that people are generally expressing love for the game than having to worry about a pet's value, or if they've lost a pet, or they've just, I don't know. But honestly, I think that's a good thing. Anyway, I know that there are some unpopular opinions, and not all of you are going to agree with every single one. Some of you probably think that I'm completely crazy and completely wrong, and that's okay. But now it's your turn. Leave your most unpopular Adopt Me opinion in the comments below. And I mean your real Adopt Me unpopular opinion. Not something everyone else has said, not something safe. Give me your opinion that would start an argument in the server, because not everyone's going to agree. So if this video does well, I'll maybe react to your opinions in another video. Good luck, and please don't cancel me. And I'll see you in another